Starting the series in Atlanta. We're going to be doing this for the rest of the hot stove season. We'll do it with all 30 teams. Harold and I have the glorious opportunity here, because this is fun, to pick our franchise favorites. Not the best, just our favorites.
That you enjoyed watching play.
Yeah, just
so let's
personal.
just make that clear. What you enjoyed watching play when they're on the field.
Starting with the Braves, who began their foundational years in the late 1800s as the Boston Red Stockings. As such, they're the oldest franchise in North America. At least that's what it says on the website. From Boston to Milwaukee, they won a World Series as the Milwaukee Braves in '57, and then they bolted and went to Atlanta in '66. They've won 4 World Series titles, and Harold and I
it's
get
a great franchise.
This is fun, man. I love this. I love doing this for all 30 teams. There were some tough choices here, and some positions that were hard by virtue of too many great players, like third base,
like Eddie Matthews, Chipper Jones, Terry Pendleton.
Impossible.
I mean, wow.
And then there's some where, like at shortstop, there's not that one slam dunk guy, so it becomes a real subjective exercise.
Well, and the other thing, they've had great homegrown players. I mean, where's David Justice finish when you have Acuna, Hank Aaron?
Yeah.
You go on Del Murphy.
It's tough.
All homegrown, man.
So can I give you mine first?
Yeah.
We built these as, big full screen slabs. So I'm going to go through each of my choices.
All right.
First base is really tough. I love the crime dog there because he had the 3 straight All-Star seasons at first base for them. There's no way you could look. I left Chipper Jones off of my squad because I love Terry Pendleton. Just loved everything about him, watching him play, talking to him, his heartbeat. And then Eddie Matthews, you can't not have one of the great Milwaukee Braves who won a World Series in '57. Brian McCann is the catcher, period, for me. I mean, somebody might say, wait a minute, what about Javi? It's Brian McCann for me. And then the outfield is loaded, stacked. Can't not have Hank. Can't not have Dale Murphy. That's my infield. You want to hit your infield?
And Simmons was fun, man.
How about your hitters, and then we'll do the pitchers?
Okay, we'll do my hitters.
These are just favorites. This is not
Well,
best.
the outfield, I mean, Hank Aaron, Del Murphy, Andrew Jones, you can't beat that.
You had the same outfield?
Yeah, I did. And I thought about Acuna, but you couldn't do it. They got Dansby Swanson up here, but really for me it was Rafael Furcal to watch. Chipper's a Hall of Famer. And if they had a utility, I was going to put Chipper as my utility because I would have had him playing all over because Chipper played short, he played left, he played third, he did it all. Albies, I thought it was interesting with the second, and then Freddie Freeman at first. Freddie Freeman is the first baseman. Too many years. I know Freddie had great 3 seasons, but I don't look at Fred McGriff and say, oh, Braves. He didn't even go to the Hall of Fame as a Brave. Freddie Freeman's going to be a Hall of Famer, and they're going to argue, is he a Brave or a Dodger?
That was a tough one for me to leave off.
That's going to be tough. But I did find a couple things I found interesting. Number 1 was second baseman. You're looking at Lemke, Glenn Hubbard, all these guys, Ozzie Albies. You got to be, 5'8", 5'6" to play for the Braves? I mean, they got Lemke at 5'10". But, I mean, these guys are small in stature. Yeah. All their top second basemen. That was interesting.
I had a takeaway from this exercise, too, and that's that Jeff Blauser had a really good career.
I almost picked Jeff Blauser.
I almost did, too. He was an All-Star twice with the Braves. I mean, he got some down-ballot MVP votes, but this guy, and when you talk to guys that played on those great Braves teams, and I'll just say, Smoltz is my main voice there. He's a guy that was completely overlooked as being super important to their success. This guy had a great career, great player.
And to put it into context, he was one of the first power-hitting shortstops. He had some thunder. But Rafael Furcal was the guy that I was going to put a short. You had to go with Dansby because of what he all brought to the Braves and the new Braves. But Rafael Furcal, to watch him play, to throw a ball across the diamond, I mean, unbelievable. That ball did not bounce. That's the ball everybody's bouncing today. He is just a laser. I mean, I loved watching Rafael Furcal. I hoped he caught the ball and had to throw it.
That's the one name that when I close my eyes and I hear Skip Carey's voice, Rafael Furcal, That's like the the name that I hear. All right, so how about pitchers? I would suspect that our starting pitcher lists are going to look similar because you just got to have the big three of Smoltz, Maddox, Glavine.
And you went Phil Niekro.
I went Phil Niekro there because I like the junk men. That was the tough one. I left Warren Spahn off, which was tough to do.
Wohlers, Gene Garber.
Gene Garber, and I got to have the Armenian guy because there aren't many of us that play Major League Baseball, so I got the Armo on there.
All right, here's mine. The starting pitching, the only difference was I had to go with Warren Spahn. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just went Warren Spahn, but my relievers are interesting. Kimbrel, Smoltz. I love John Smoltz as a closer.
Yeah, me too. Oh, you got him in both spots.
Vasgersian and Al Hrabowski. And here's why. There was one moment in the lure of the whole sport. He was an Atlanta Brave when this happened. I mean,
I love this.
If you haven't seen this exchange with the umpire, he kept asking for a new ball. I'm just going to let the video speak for itself as he rolls the ball, and the umpire rolls the ball back out. This went on for a period of time, and finally he got a ball right. He came back, he's ticked off at the ump, he strikes out the hitter. That's how it ended. That was such a great exchange.
So good.
And we edited it down, but that went on for 5 minutes. Amazing. He didn't get kicked out of the game. The umpire stood his ground. Hrabowski stood his ground. The umpire actually went in the dugout and called up to somewhere to try to get him ejected.
Was that Reggie Smith? Was he the batter?
Yeah, Reggie Smith.
Of all the things we could talk to Reggie Smith about, and he's a fascinating dude, we should try to get him on the show just to talk about that.
Yeah, that's so true.
Good. That was fun. We'll continue that for the rest of the Hot Stove season, listing our franchise favorites tomorrow. Start thinking about it in advance.
All right.
The Florida/Miami Marlins.
Ooh.
I'm going to surprise you on
How about who had all the tight pants? Center fielder Chucky Carr.
Chucky
He might
Carr.
make my list just because how he wore the pants.